to the Tutors of Life podcast, episode 85. This is where we research life so you don't have to. This is Shaun.
And this is Sam.
Damn, dude, I ain't ever going to figure it out.
I don't know how.
So I guess I would say all that before I say the episode.
Yes.
I'll get it next time.
And then maybe don't wait so long to say your name.
Alright. Cool. Yeah, I can figure that out.
I'm sure you could.
Maybe we'll five more. Give me 5 more. Within 5. I can figure it out in 5.
Okay.
I should start practicing.
Probably should. I definitely didn't cut out your shitty intro the last episode.
Why would you?
I don't know.
I didn't hear this is Sam.
I said this is Sam.
Oh, shit. Okay. It's cold this morning.
It is very cold this morning.
We're recording in the morning because last night we didn't want to. It was late. Wanted to eat dinner. Started watching Undercover Billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It was fun.
It was good.
It was good.
Chill.
I like chill.
But it's like fucking... Feels like 18 out. And, I already accepted that it was spring. And,
No, it's cold again.
It's cold. I don't want to do anything now.
Yeah.
So that was kind of lame.
Yep.
But, yeah, what do you got for me today, Sam?
I'm tired.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want to get out of bed, and Shaun made me.
That's because this was your idea.
Yep. Actually, my idea was to podcast tonight.
I know. This is my idea.
So, meh.
Anyhow, how did you like John Jackson at Whiskeria?
I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah. It's definitely a whole new way of investing in real estate that we didn't know.
Dude. There's
a
million goddamn ways to get rich.
Yeah. This way is a lot less overhead, for sure.
This one, honestly, this is the least overhead one out of every single one I've seen so far.
Well, I mean, it's pretty comparable to wholesaling.
Yeah, but wholesaling, you have to close on. And you should actually have that cash.
Sometimes, I thought.
Yeah, if you can't find a buyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, every deal you get, you still have to have that money in reserves.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you just have to have the monthly payments for, he said, like 3 months in reserves, which is not a whole lot.
Right, you are.
Well, I guess depending on how expensive a house it is, but...
Well, in his situation, he doesn't even do that. He just assigns the contract, so he doesn't need any money.
Yeah, he does. If a buyer backs out, he said you need to cover your ass and still, like, give the seller, like, the monthly payments until you get a new buyer in. But he said, yes.
That wasn't for assignment.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Alright.
Because remember, people are asking, like, worst case scenario, what if someone backs out?
Then he says he goes and finds a new buyer.
Well, yeah, but if you can't find a new buyer in time, you still have to pay the seller.
I thought that's only in a sandwich lease contract.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because the assignment, as soon as he goes to the seller and he says, hey, can I find somebody to assign this contract to? And then once I assign it, I'm out of the deal. You are now the only one in discussions with the new tenant or buyer. And if it falls through...
Okay, so maybe it is just the sandwich ones.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's on the sandwich.
I'd still have reserves, though, just in case.
I mean, you can always have reserves.
Whatever. You're right, like always.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. The way you're explaining is the sandwich lease option, which is a viable option.
Mm-hmm.
But the assignment one is you don't need anything. And that's the point I was getting at. Like, The lease contract or the sandwich lease contract, you need minimal amounts. You just need a few months reserves, right? Which is still super low. The assignment lease contract, you don't need shit. Nothing, just a pen and a piece of paper. Which you need more than one piece of paper. Because 1-page contracts are dumb.
Right.
Learned that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's cool.
Yeah. I thought it was fun.
Do you think you're going to use it in the future?
It's possible.
But like you said, because he has a lot of people that do it remotely. So I don't know how feasible it is in Eau Claire, but we could do it in Eau Claire, but not with the houses in Eau Claire. That makes sense?
Right. I think it will be a good, viable option as the market corrects. I'm not going to put all my eggs in that basket because I do flipping and burring mostly.
Right. But it is something like we could consider for selling a house if one of our flips or something doesn't sell.
Yeah, I could see using it for selling a property. I could also see using it
for buying a property if you need time.
Buying a property if we need time.
Yeah.
If the market's slowing down.
Shaun, we need to get an exterminator here.
Why is there a bug?
Yeah.
I see bug.
Yep.
Dude, bugs are just...
Gross.
They just happen.
They're gross.
Yeah. We are in a basement.
I know.
Isn't that neat how they just get in everywhere?
No, it's not neat. I don't like it.
Remember that one house we looked at? Like that first house we looked at that was like 4,800 square feet. Up where we used to live by Corona. And that house had been vacant for like a year.
Yeah, there were so many bugs in it.
Dude, no, I thought that place had like 0 bugs and we couldn't figure it out.
Oh, in the basement, yeah. Remember there was like a bedroom that had a whole bunch of dead flies in it.
Oh, yeah. Probably window.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was like a basement and there wasn't bugs. And we were like,
that was really cool.
How is there no spiders?
Or nothing.
Or nothing down here. It's been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Fun.
It was interesting. It was cool. So yeah, I like the lease options.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That's good.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever use it?
I don't know.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I'm not the real estate person.
Oh.
I'm just here supporting you.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that your only reason?
I don't know. It's too early to ask me questions.
You're struggling this morning.
Yeah, I am. And you're making me cranky.
Why? Because I asked you something?
Yes.
Clarification, babe.
Oh, my goodness.
What's wrong with clarification?
Everything's wrong with it when I don't have my coffee yet.
Damn. All right. Okay. Should we cut her down at this? Move along with our day?
Yeah, let's have a 10-minute talk podcast.
Oh, okay.
No.
You want? Oh, you don't want to?
No.
Okay. All right. How'd you like the second part of the presentation?
I honestly now think all business speakers need to have a motivational part.
Why?
Why? Because like he said, I mean, so many of those people are going to take that information that we learned and not do anything with it.
0.
Right.
Pretty much everybody in that room, probably.
Right. But at least some of the people could take something from the motivational part.
Yes.
Because it was very, like, I don't know. I mean, he really just talked about how businesses are successful.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be 100% committed, not 98% committed.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked that. I really did.
Yeah, I like that kind of content a lot, and it makes sense because, like the lease options, and we've had other speakers too, and it's very niche. When speakers come and speak, it's typically in a niche zone.
Mm-hmm.
And those niches don't tickle everybody's fancy.
Right.
And so having something at the end that everybody can relate to
is good.
Yeah, it's good. And it's so true, right? Because he talked about habits.
Mm-hmm.
And
talked about the book I'm reading.
Talked about Atomic Habits. And it's not about the goals you set. You don't go to your goals. Or like when you're lazy, you don't like go and reach your goals. You fall to your lowest habit.
Mm-hmm.
However that's stated.
Yeah.
In the book. But yeah, like you don't, when you're lazy or whatever, you don't fall back on your goals. You fall back on whatever your habits were.
Right. So if you had good or bad habits, that's dependent on what you fall back on.
Right. And so that will determine your success.
Mm-hmm.
What else was he saying about that stuff?
I honestly don't remember.
You don't remember?
I haven't had my coffee yet, Sean.
Interesting.
How many times do we need to repeat that?
Interesting. All right.
What do you remember?
What do I remember?
Yeah.
I remember the habits. Babe, I haven't had my coffee yet. Chill on me. Damn. Asking me all these questions this morning.
See, you don't like it either, do you?
No, I don't care at all.
Whatever.
Yeah, just a lot of motivational stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was
Telling
only
us
like...
not to be dumb.
Yeah, it was only like a short 10-minute piece.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. It was different from what normal people do.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Obviously, if you're going to a motivational speaker, they're going to probably go over more in depth of what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what he was there for. So it was just a really cool addition he did put in there.
Right. Yeah. A real life business, application.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing it he's been in business for 19 years. And so he just discusses like your valley of despair, right? Your
Mm-hmm.
optimism. It's so like the 12-week year. He discussed the 12-week year portion, and everybody goes like it's the life cycle of a deal or a business, and everyone goes through your like excitement, your pessimism, valley of despair, and then optimism.
Mm-hmm.
And he like related it to people in the room and how they've felt it in their business and stuff. And he discussed how everyone that takes his program goes through it. He goes through it. Just relating it to everyone that like he is human. And so if he was able to do it and he's human, why can't we?
Right.
Besides the fact that he was a comedian and funny.
Dude,
AF.
I think that is like the most genius thing to like start with.
Dude, he was so damn funny.
He was so funny.
Whether he was actually a comedian, I don't know, but he was funny.
Right. But he was just like so outgoing and personable and just would like bring everyone into his presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Like so he used a lot of people.
Clay and Dustin got just
yeah,
razzled.
They did. Yeah, they did.
He just fired those two out.
It was funny.
It was a good time.
So yeah, it was just, and he wasn't uncomfortable speaking, obviously, in front of people.
Not even a little bit.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
What else is new, Sean?
Oh, I'm a co-host for Whiskeria now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool. I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I like that stuff. I like Whiskeria a lot. It's helped me significantly.
Oh, yeah.
In the last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was asked to co-host, I was like, didn't know that was an option.
Sean, like, immediately texted me.
I didn't know what to think.
He was just so confused.
And I was like, what? I'm being asked this? That's cool. And then I was like, I would like to do that. It does sound like fun.
And he was a nice husband and actually asked me.
Yeah.
I said, why are you even asking me?
Yeah. Yeah. Next time I won't.
When you get asked to be a host of an event?
Or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. What else new? We're getting a side-by-side.
We're getting a side-by-side.
Yeah.
Does Nate still listen to the podcast?
I don't know, probably.
Huh? Okay. Yeah, we haven't even, like, done anything to get it, and Shaun is already telling people we're getting it.
Well, that's because we're getting it. How would we not get it?
I mean, valid.
Because Matthew's awesome.
He is awesome.
Yeah. Love you, Matt. Okay. What else?
What do we do with said side-by-side?
Ride around. I think is the biggest thing, right? You just ride around. You rip around.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of cool trails around Wisconsin that you can go on, and I think we need to get, like, weights for your stand.
What?
Like hanging weights.
Oh, because it just slowly goes up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's so much cool, fun trails around Wisconsin that you can hop on and pretty much make it anywhere in Wisconsin.
A lot of places. It would be nice to get a trailer for it because we don't have one.
Yeah. We couldn't use, like, Kyle's or anything.
Won't fit.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
You could always buy one for us.
I'm already buying the side-by-side for us.
I see where you're going with this.
Yep.
It would only make sense for you to get the trailer then, too. Combo deal, babe.
Valid.
Love.
We wouldn't want to get a brand new one, though, would we?
No.
Probably find one on Marketplace.
If we could.
Okay. Booked our plane tickets to go to Corey and Sari's wedding.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii.
That'll be fun.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Me too. Really excited.
If you guys remember, last year we went to Oahu.
Yeah.
This year we get to go to Maui.
Yeah.
Is Maui where
Brandon Turner from Bigger Pockets lives?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just casually run into him and I'll cry. And I'll be like, Brandon, hi. And that'll be it.
I think we're on, like, the far north side of it, though. So I do still think we should look into renting a car if we want to go out and do things.
That makes sense. What if we just Turoed for it? Is there Turo there?
I don't know.
Dude, this fucking thing just pisses me off. Why is it always raising, Sam?
I don't know. Just turn the knobs.
Oh, that works. There we go. Okay, keep going with your talk.
Yeah, I don't know. I booked the flight, so you can book the other things.
Oh, you know that's gonna work out well. Yeah, I'll see if they got Turo.
Definitely, you probably should look at Corey and Sarah's website for the hotel options. Because I think there's one where it's like $20 more a day, but we get a kitchenette.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. If you guys haven't heard us before talk about vacations, Shaun does nothing. And I book everything.
It's how it's meant to be.
No. If we're going to do it that way, we're going to hire a goddamn travel planner.
Why? Don't you like doing that stuff?
Not really.
Why not?
I mean, I'm fine with, like, booking plane flights, but then when I have to, like... This one's easier because we have a hotel we're, like, supposed to stay at.
Yeah.
But when I have to, like, look at all the different hotels, see where they're actually located throughout the city. Do you know how hard it is to tell where the ghetto is in any city?
You don't like doing that stuff?
No.
Why not?
Because it's so time-consuming and just stressful.
I thought you liked analytical stuff like that and research.
I'm going to let you plan a vacation one of these times. And I'll see how you like it.
I'm not a big fan of planning vacations.
Either am I.
But you like vacationing.
Yeah, so?
Alright. Interesting.
It is a lot easier, though, because for the most part now, I usually just find a Hilton we can stay at. And all the Hiltons are generally in good locations, so.
Yeah.
And then I get my Hilton rewards.
Because we don't typically stay places long enough to do like an Airbnb.
Yeah. Or, like, surprisingly, a lot of hotels are cheaper than Airbnbs.
Yeah, it's not really surprising.
Mm-mm. And hotels usually come with breakfast.
Truth, that.
Mm-hmm.
But dog, when we bring dog.
Dog does not like it.
Dog doesn't like hotels.
Mm-mm.
We've tried.
I think it depends on the hotel. I think the one in Duluth was a terrible option.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would have loved the hotel in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. It was quiet.
It was very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another doggo on our floor.
Yeah. Yeah, it just depends if it's quiet or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hotel in Tennessee was way bigger than the one in Duluth.
Yes, it was, by far.
Mm-hmm.
That hotel was huge.
Mm-hmm. I have a video of it.
Do you?
Yeah, I was going to make a TikTok or something of it.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Doggo does make things difficult, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She just panics.
Full panic. At all times.
Which is so weird, because when we went to Canada, she was the good one.
And
Dexter was the crybaby.
Oh, how the turntables.
Oh, how the turntables.
Dexter would still be crying.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yep.
But now Mimi would also.
Well, do you remember, though, when she's with Dexter, she likes to act like she's the better dog? So, I'm sure she would be just sitting there like, I'm not crying.
True. Do you think she'd be better in a camper? Or a mobile home? Motorhome? Motorhome.
I think driving-wise, she would love the motorhome option. Love it. Otherwise, I guess it depends on where we stay. Because if we're staying in, like, at a super busy campsite, I'm sure she'll be just as freaked out. But I think if it's somewhere where she can, like, we can make it feel like home for her, she'd be fine if she hears things. She'll probably bark a little bit like she always does, but...
Yeah. My thought is a camper or a motorhome, she'd be used to.
Right.
That.
It'd be like a sense of home for her.
Right. Yeah. Neat. That shit costs money.
Yes, it does.
But a lot of people bought that stuff during COVID.
So we'll probably see a lot of it up for sale in the next couple of years.
Yeah. Josh and Audrey and I were talking about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Could be, because they just got a motorhome.
Oh, like an actual motorhome?
Yeah, like a big
I suppose
motorhome.
with 3 kids, that's smart.
Yeah. Yeah, they said that, and I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. They said they did, like, this tier of upgrading, and now they've made their way to a motorhome, and I was just like, okay, I need to think before I act so we don't do the same thing. Because they were like, oh, we'll get, like, a trailer for our side-by-side, right? And then they're like, oh, we need a 5th wheel, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, but to have a 5th wheel, we need a bigger truck. And then they got their truck.
I get it, yeah.
The 5th wheel. And they're like, oh, now we need a motorhome. But now we need to sell the 5th wheel. And I was just sitting there like, damn, dude, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you got to think about it. Yeah. They're going to a place, though, that's I think this week. Yeah. That, like, they're just bringing their motorhome with their side-by-side, right? They're pulling it.
Yeah.
And, the campsite they're staying at, everywhere they can go is accessible by side-by-side.
Oh, that's cool.
So they don't need to have a car.
That's really nice.
Where, like, if you go on regular vacations, you typically have to pull a car with your motorhome.
Right.
So you have ways to get around. But no, where they're going, everything's accessible by side-by-side. And I was like, that's cool.
That's really cool.
It's real cool.
Oh, so Brooke has a friend who lives in Florida now.
Okay.
she's lived there for a while, but she went to school here.
Sure.
She said it's like things are getting a little meh in Florida because I guess there's just so much people.
Yeah.
She like now like locks her doors, and I think she must live in like a smaller, like not one of the big cities of Florida. But yeah, she like has to lock her doors now. She always like has pepper spray when she goes for walks. Stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Usually with more people comes more crime.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to see a pretty steep decline in Florida and Texas with the amount of liberals that moved there in the last year.
Oh, yeah.
Last 2 years. It's just inherently liberals don't understand good policy. They like to get rid of laws instead of implement laws. Mm-hmm. And so they decriminalize shit, and so you stick a bunch of liberals in an area, and it's just kind of bound to go downhill.
Mm-hmm. They're bringing their fucking high house prices with them, too.
High house prices, socialistic views.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So I can see that. I'm not surprised. Look at Chicago. You know? Mm-hmm. Look at California.
Definitely look at California.
Yeah, San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. For a place that loves to include everyone and help everyone, it seems pretty run down.
It's very run down.
Yeah.
And they don't do a good job at helping everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
We've talked about that last episode.
Yeah, it's too bad. So hopefully we don't see Florida and Texas regress like that. But yeah. I have a feeling it's going to a little bit at least. I will say Florida's saving grace is Ron DeSantis.
Yeah.
Because he implements law.
Yeah. Who knows, though, how long the Liberals are going to let him stay in office?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, if he gets voted out and they don't have a very strong, belief in right compared to wrong and upholding the law, that could be a pretty bad situation if they got rid of that.
Oh, yeah.
I could see it reverting to a California pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things go in the next, 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So, maybe not Airbnb in Florida?
I mean, I think people are still going to always go there just because it is warm all year round.
Yeah, it's true. Florida's dope. I mean, look at California. People still went there when there's, a million people living on the street.
Yeah.
Shit everywhere.
Yep.
And people are still like, yeah, why not? It's California.
100%.
Yeah. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, price will probably go up because it doesn't make sense.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
Why are prices so high in California?
Because, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
No. It's got to be because, everyone wanted to live there for the longest time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Isn't state tax 18%?
Yeah, it's stupid high.
Why do people live there?
I don't know.
You actually are working for the government.
Yeah. But you got to pay for all that housing they're giving to homeless people.
But they're not actually giving to homeless people.
Correct.
You got to pay for all the money they're giving the homeless people to do drugs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of cool. I kind of like that stuff. It's neat. It's cool to look at failing economies, compared to thriving economies, and just knowing that we're not thriving.
No.
I don't know if anywhere in the U.S. is thriving right now.
Colorado?
Maybe.
It's the one state I never hear anything about except for everyone's moving here.
It's really true.
Housing prices are going up. But
yeah. I think Colorado and legalizing recreational use. Mm-hmm. Colorado's got a lot of cool shit like mountains.
Yeah.
That I think helps the case quite a bit. and they don't have an 18% state tax.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some pros to Colorado for sure. I think a lot of liberals are moving there, though. And have moved there.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we could watch it regress in time, but hopefully they keep a strong base.
I'd say people have been moving there way sooner than they were moving to Florida or Texas.
Oh, dude, people have been moving to Colorado for years and years and years. Pretty much since they legalized weed, people are like, what? That's cool.
Yeah. I'm curious what Colorado's state tax is. Oh. Sales tax is 2.9%, while localities charge 4.75% for combined 7.65%.
Interesting. It's not awful.
No, sales tax rate. It says they're number 45. Does that mean they have, like, the 5th lowest?
I think that's exactly what that means.
That's kind of cool.
That's really cool. Is that state sales tax? Did they have state income tax on there?
Income. The new Colorado income tax rate is 4.55% beginning in 2020.
Fuck, dude.
It was temporarily reduced to 4.50. And from 2000 to 2018, it was 4.63%.
Dude, that ain't bad.
Mm-mm.
That's really not bad.
Oh, it ranks one of the 10 most tax-friendly states for retirees.
Damn.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, Colorado's got it going on.
I mean, I think... Because I remember when they first legalized recreational weed, I think they, like, had a surplus in their budget from how much money they got from taxing recreational weed.
Yeah.
I think a lot of states that have legalized it have benefited a lot from taxing recreational.
I 100% could see that.
100%.
And so then if you get that extra tax money and you have somebody in charge who's intelligent and understands economics, then you can have a thriving economy.
Well, you mean people are supposed to run their states like a business?
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
What?
Yeah. And then, like, the country should be ran like that also. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's wild, dude.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah. Crazy.
Man, it's like we had a businessman in office.
Who was doing that.
Yeah.
Had one of the best economies ever.
Yeah.
In all of time.
Yeah, but it wasn't him, remember? I think it was Obama's fault that it was doing so well.
Yeah, yep.
For sure.
Yep. And now that things are bad, it's his fault.
It's still his fault.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But, yeah. Through...
Has he gotten unbanned from Twitter yet?
No, but I think Elon Musk is working on it.
He better be.
I think it's just fucking cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
He actually is not doing as hot in the polls right now.
Trump?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because he's still focused on on COVID and the vaccine. And,
he needs to move past that.
His following doesn't believe in it. Or isn't a big fan of it.
Yeah.
And they don't think that people should be getting the vaccine, so Trump should stop talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to
appeal
to the audience that you have.
Yeah, he needs to go back to what he originally ran on.
Yeah.
And get rid of this other shit.
For sure.
Which,
I mean, he has 2 years yet, so.
He's got time to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I guess, in a year they'll start campaigning it? Because do we vote in 2023?
Yes.
Yes. Because we voted in 2019, and Biden took office in 2020.
Okay. But then on the flip side, I thought he was possible to run for Senate. What was it?
Oh, yeah, he was running for something.
That this year, he could run for something this year and get it. And then he could be elected to take over the House Speaker's role. And then once he takes over the House Speaker's role, he could then become next in line for president if the 2 in office fail or get impeached.
Mm-hmm.
It's a neat little runaround. But in order for any of that to happen, they have to figure out how to make elections
Not rigged.
Not rigged. And so you got to figure out how to make elections not rigged, number one. There has to be accountability. They have to start holding the people who are currently in office and who are corrupt. They have to start holding them accountable for their actions. And if those things don't happen, how are they ever going to get impeached? How are we ever going to have an election that is reasonable and fair and not rigged? I don't know. Yeah. It's neat. There's a lot of what ifs, and we've gotten very corrupt. It'll be hard to see that get a correction. But who knows?
Oh yeah. Well, this says he's trying to become House Speaker.
House Speaker. Okay, trying to become House Speaker.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. It kind of looks like he's campaigning right now. Mm-hmm. But it says he's campaigning against Republicans he dislikes for falls something. I don't know. Falls midterm elections.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Maybe he can kick Nancy Pelosi out since she's like 90 years old.
Yeah. I think she just got voted back in, didn't she? I don't think you vote for that every 2 years.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Even then, Trump's too old to be in office.
He is.
Dude. I mean, he did great. He brought us like the best economy because he understands business and the country needs to be ran as a business.
We need someone who's going to be around for the next 50 years to...
Yeah.
Care. That's the issue with the government is so many of those people, they're not going to be around in 20 years. So they don't care where the country's going.
We need like Gary Vanderchuk in that bitch.
Yeah, we need some young new blood.
Andy Frisella.
Ron
DeSantis
isn't that old, is he?
Dude, Ron DeSantis, get that old boy in there.
How old is he?
I don't know. He can't be that old. He's a stud.
I mean, like, we need a new governor because he's old as dirt, too.
Oh, yeah, dude. We gotta get people in office who are going to be around in 30 years so they, like...
Oh, yeah, he's only 43.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. We need people in office who are going to, like... experience whatever they do to us. Mm-hmm. You know, they need to be,
and then they should only be allowed to be in government for like 10 years max.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of limit here.
Yeah, because then they just like right now the whole government is just so corrupt.
People have been around for 30, 40 years in government.
Yeah,
not getting shit accomplished, like our president, like the House Speaker, the Clintons, and here we are.
Yeah,
you know, crazy. But anyways, enough. Politics.
Hey, I got a question for you. Ugh. Every once in a while, should we just release an extra episode and do like the fun headline thing that Andy Frisella does?
What do you mean?
Because like he has his headline episodes or like questions, Q&As.
Q&As, okay.
But then he has like the headlines.
Oh, where he just goes over.
Yeah, like, so DJ gives him 3 headlines, and he...
Oh, that's Cruise the Internet.
Okay, whatever. I don't care what it's called. But just, like, randomly release an extra episode.
We can randomly release an extra episode. On our talk episodes, we kind of do just similar to that, but without the actual headline style. So we could go over actual headlines.
Alright.
I mean, we like see we see like topics in the news, mm-hmm. and then we talk about them here. But yeah, we can go over like the exact shit we see.
Yeah, I mean, discuss them. There's sometimes where we just have so much other things to talk about that we don't have time in these episodes.
Yeah.
Anyways, I need to go to work, Sean.
I gotta go to the gym, and then to work. Yeah. Well, check us out on the places to check us out. Tutors of Life on everything, and tutorsoflife.com.
I apologize for not posting on anything lately. Sean and I died for about 2 weeks. If you couldn't hear in our voices on the podcast, we were pretty sick. We just had colds, but I've had no motivation until about yesterday, so
yeah, and
I'll start posting stuff again. And
after next week, I'm hoping to be caught up a little bit at work, and I won't be working so much.
Yeah. Sean's been working late in the afternoons and catch up on work.
Yeah.
I mean, if Kyle didn't have such a cute little child that needs that needs supervision.
Supervision. What you need them kids for? You know what I'm saying?
Seriously. Why would you do that, Kyle?
Nah, dude.
No, she's too cute.
She is cute.
She still hates us. If any of you have heard our progress with Quinn, she just doesn't care for us.
I saw her the other day. She just looked at me like, why are you here?
Yep.
But that's alright. She's okay.
Yep. So hopefully starting next week, we'll both be less busy and have more motivation again. So we'll start posting.
Like, not next week, the following week.
Sure.
For me.
Oh, okay.
You can do it next week. I like the following week, though.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just a little update for all of y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
See ya.